La Escuela de Magia Hoyts es el escenario para Animales Fantásticos, Los Crímenes de Grindelwald. Aquí, en Los Ángeles, California, hablamos con los protagonistas. Vamos a caminar por las tiendas, por estas calles que siempre están repletas de gente y es increíble. Está toda abierta, todas las tiendas abiertas, como si el parque estuviera funcionando, pero no hay nadie, solamente la prensa. Bueno, les cuento que vamos a estar charlando nada más ni nada menos que con Jude Law, que encarna a Dumbledore en esta segunda parte de Animales Fantásticos.
I'm scared, Professor Dumbledore.
Everyone is scared of something.
Ridiculous!
Newt, you're up next. That's an unusual one. What Mr. Scamander fears above everything else is...
Having to work in an office, sir.
Go ahead, Newt.
Ridiculous.
Magic blooms only in rare souls. Still, we must skulk in shadows, but the old ways serve us no longer.
Okay, guys, thanks for your time. Congratulations for the movie. I really enjoyed the movie.
Thank you.
But it's very dark.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, there's some romance.
There's some romance, there's some comic. There are baby nipples.
In this movie, a new character, but this is a new character, Dumbledore.
Yeah, new old character.
Yes. What can you say about the relationship of Newt with Dumbledore?
That's a good question. I feel like Newt was taught by Dumbledore at Hogwarts, and I think that Newt was always very much his own person and a passionate person, but a bit of an outsider at school. So I think that Dumbledore saw in him those qualities of passion that were sort of interesting. And I think that Newt was also the sort of character or the sort of person that when he's being taught by people, he can see those teachers that teach by the rote, like stick to the syllabus, and I don't think Dumbledore was one of them. So they have great respect, but now Newt's beginning, certainly through the end of the last film, to see that his master is sort of gently manipulating him. So it's a moment of change in their relationship, I think, as well.
And what happened with Tina? What changed in her personality after the first movie?
Well, I think she has had a big change in how much confidence she has. I don't know that her personality has necessarily changed too much. Although I suppose in the beginning of the first film, she's a survivor, and she sort of developed a kind of hardness in order to get by in the world. And then I think when she encounters Newt, it does soften her in a way. But I think the primary change that people will see in this film is that she's been reinstated as an Auror, and she's feeling really sure-footed in her work and really trusting her instincts more, and she's got a cooler coat.
This relationship, it's amazing. I really love the sequences in the circus. So, what can you say about the relationship of Credence and Nagini?
They're comrades.
They are.
They're like, it's them against the world, And it's like finding someone who's like the only other person who could possibly understand. And it's sort of, that's all kind of unspoken in the movie. You just kind of feel that between the characters, like, and you understand it based on who they both are, sort of immediately.
Yeah. And the scene that I had for my audition was the scene with Credence.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what really made me fall in love with it.
What was your inspiration? The other movies, the books, just the script?
A little bit of all. There's some great sections in the books that don't quite make it in detail into the Potter films. So I went back to those. 2 great performances by 2 wonderful actors in the Potter films. I wanted to look at those. And then I had an afternoon with J.K. Rowling, who gave me lots of insight, little detail. And then I was given freedom, really, to kind of try and create it myself.
And you play the brother of Newt. Great character, Yeah. What was your reaction when your agent called you for this character?
Yeah, I was super excited to get my teeth into it and join the world, which I was a fan of. But then, like what we've been saying. Once you're there, it's just like trying to make it as human as possible and ground it out and find the truth in the moment, because that's my job in the bigger picture.
What can you say about this character? What kind of woman is?
She's a complicated woman. She comes from a complicated past. I think she has a lot of issues with self-worth. You know, her father never loved her, and I think she really carried that with her for a long time, and she did something that she's regretted for the rest of her life, and I think she has this heaviness about her that I think by the end of the film, she finally releases this thing and becomes free of it.
So, how was working with Johnny Depp as Grindelwald? Because it's very scary.
Yeah, it was. I mean, we just thought what he did, particularly in there's a last scene, I don't want to give away too much, in which he's at this rally that he's called, and he's giving this huge speech, and he's having to rally this team, and there were like thousands of supporting artists, and he's got a camera just here, so in some ways he's having to be incredibly seductive and subtle in what he's doing, and the other he's having to sort of pitch to this whole group of people, and it was a bit of a masterclass, really.
Yeah.
What can you say about the relationship of Dumbledore and Grindelwald?
I think the relationship kind of defines him. I don't think his sexuality defines him. I think the relationship defines him. And there's a suggestion of it in the film. It was an intense and complicated, intimate, you could say toxic relationship in his past. And the fact that it happened to him when he was in his early 20s and he's now in his mid 40s and it's still possessing him and obsessing him, you know, says a lot about how important it was, but also how, damaging in a way it was. And I'm really looking forward to unpeeling all of that stuff in later sagas.
The last one. This universe has many fans in our country. Many fans of J.K. Rowling, Potter, this saga. Can you say something for your fans in Argentina?
Oh, thank you for your support, Argentina.
Thank you so much for your support, Argentina. I've heard that you basically are some of the greatest Wizarding World fans in the world. And I hope you enjoy this film, because it has so many ties back to that world of Potter. And for us, there are moments in it, making it, where my jaw just like dropped to the floor. And if you see the film, please protect the secrets. Do not tell people, because it will ruin it. It'll ruin it.
And we hope to come visit you someday.
Absolutely.